Okay, so good morning, everybody. I hope your day is going really well so far. So, before I begin, I first wanted to show you one of the lip glosses that I have. I rarely use lip gloss or any makeup, as you can probably tell, but I really love this one because it smells really nice. This brand, which is Tarte, it's one of the lip glosses that I have, is known for being cruelty free, meaning the products they create aren't being tested on animals. Companies in recent years have been making the switch from animal testing to other alternatives because of the recent publicity that animal testing has been having over the recent years, as well as the long term effects on the animals that they test with. So, with knowledge of what animal testing leads to, some brands have not sought out other alternatives. So, today, my main points will include what animal testing is, the pros and cons of these tests, as well as alternatives to it. So, what is animal testing exactly? Well, animal testing involves the process of using living animals to perform experiments. And it's not just cosmetic brands that perform these types of tests, but in fact, it's most companies that deal with consumer goods that still do this. According to the Humane Society International, animal testing is used to analyze the effectiveness of products such as medicinal, cosmetic, industrial chemicals, as well as household cleaning supplies. They test these products on animals as many of them are biologically similar to us. For example, a mouse and a human share about 98% of its DNA, which is why it's so common for these companies to use mice and other animals similar to it. They're testing these products on animals to make sure the product they are trying to sell isn't going to be harmful on humans. Thankfully, most of the consumer companies in the United States no longer use animal testing as they describe it to be cruel and inhumane. But we still need to know about animal testing because even though it isn't as noticeable in the United States or even locally, there is still animal testing being done internationally and in educational programs as well. So, the pros and cons of animal testing. Animal testing has been essential to creating life-saving cures and treatments. According to the California Biomedical Research Association, over the last 100 years, animal testing has been crucial to determining the cures and treatments for human patients. These types of cures and treatments include, but they are definitely not limited to, the causes of breast cancer, brain injury, tuberculosis, as well as cystic fibrosis. And a con of animal testing is that although there are countries that have outlawed animal testing, there are still some countries that actually still allow it. Companies, not only in the United States, but in other parts of the world, go to third-party countries where it's legal to do this, such as China. Companies such as Gucci, Maybelline, even Clorox, and many others are allowed to ship their test sites overseas to these countries such as China. They do this in order to provide data that will help defend themselves in court if there's ever a patient that has been injured while using their product. They can use this data to defend their products because they have been tested safe with animals, even though there hasn't been any data to prove the results from animals can even be compared to humans. There have been expressed concerns if there isn't any animal testing being done with these products, will humans become the new experiments? But there are other options that do not have to include human experiments. There are much more safer, less inhumane ways to do this. So besides human volunteers in the use of animals, there are other methods to test these products. Known as the vitro methods, we now have the ability to use small amounts of human cells and human tissue to test for any reactions of the tested product. As well as advanced technology in biology, there will soon be the possibility of using a highly sophisticated program that will simulate the reaction of human cells to the products, and these are known as the silico models. So with knowledge of what animal testing is, and with knowledge of what animal testing leads to, some brands have not sought out other alternatives. And so today, the topics I have covered about include what animal testing is, the pros and cons of animal testing, as well as alternatives to animal testing. So with these ideas in mind, it's important to understand how we first started these experiments. But with our resources and advanced technology, maybe it is time to think ahead. Thank you.